I am spread eagled on the bed, ready to go to bed. But I'm here to talk. No, I haven't posted the entry yet. Hopefully I will tomorrow. I just wasn't feeling inspired today. Today felt very slow for me. And it's like my period's really kicking up. Tomorrow will be more of like a full day pain. But I was just like honoring my body. I was tired, achy, like just felt like I needed to move slow. I just wanted to honor that, and I want to be better at honoring, like, when I physically, because of my cycle, need to move differently or structure the days differently. And I want to study that more, you know, like there's some things that people do in their luteal phase and in their ovulation phase and like on their period that helps them be more intuitive with their bodies. So today I was just like, let's listen to the body. I sat in front of my laptop, I read my emails, and I like was working on the school application, and I just wasn't feeling inspired. I didn't have anything to write, and I was like, I don't want to force something, and I don't have to sit here and get this done. Like a work scenario where you're like, I can't leave my desk, you know? I was like, I can leave. So I just went on the sofa, which is so nice. I was facing the plants, and the light was streaming in. I was reading a book. Then I took a nap. Then I finished the book, woke up again, read the book, and then I went on a 10-mile run. Got to run with Harlem Run. And it's just so nice to run in community. And we did a 4-miler. And then called Mans, and then spent the evening with my roommate watching Percy Jackson. And yeah, and it just felt like, yeah, I didn't get anything like work done, but I think my body just needed to like rest. Which probably like, but you're resting all the time, you're not working. But I don't know how to explain it. I just needed the time, okay? So tomorrow, through hell or high water, I will be waking up at 5 a.m. Or at least 5:30 is the first alarm. 6 is my second and last alarm. I'm waking up. I don't care. I know I'm going to be fatigued because it's not my full 8 hours of sleep and my body has gotten used to 8 hours. But I would rather force myself and work through fatigue and then take a nap at like 11 than continue to keep pushing this goal off. Because a drastic change just has to happen to get me to that point that I want to be at, which is waking up. So yeah, the rare thoughts coming up, and I'm just not prepared. But the 10 miles today felt good. My ankle wasn't feeling so good, but it always hasn't. So I just need to, like, I think put in daily consistent miles to reorient her back. So yeah, so we'll be in Atlanta. Get to see my old bestie, running with my bestie, and my other bestie's coming, my boyfriend. And I'm gonna go straight home after that, get a break, spend time with some family. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, today I just needed some rest, and it felt so good to just be able to make that decision, like read my book, and just like spend a day reading a book was so lovely. So I loved that. But I'm gonna go to bed, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. Hopefully I wake up. So I've been on this sofa for more time of this day than I wanted to. First off, I did succeed at waking up at 5 a.m. today. Everybody clap. I had such a slow, beautiful morning, did my routine. It was perfect. I haven't done that like full morning routine in months, and it was just sublime energy. And got 4 chapters of a book in, reading in, and like laundry started. Laundry started, and like, what else did I do? I did something else on top of laundry. Oh, trim my hair all before 10 a.m. Fantastic. Didn't realize that with Chinese New Year, you're not supposed to do laundry or wash or anything. So try again next year. But yeah, it felt so good, but it's just my period finally has come through. and that first day just knocks me out. So I did take a nap around 1. It's supposed to just be an hour, but it ended up being 2, so I woke up at 3. But I've just been foggy brained. I've just been like moving slow, just like not at my best. And I think because I spent a lot of physical energy doing laundry, was a massive load, was going up and down so many times, doing recycling, all these things, that I just got like really tired and like drained. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll be a little more focused, and also the worst of my period will hopefully have passed cramp wise. But I've just been a little uninspired with the applications, getting a little application fatigue, but found some more really exciting ones. And yeah, now hit a little tiny bit of an obstacle with one of the requirements for application, which was recommenders. I was counting on 2 and one of them can't, so I need to find somebody else. So I may hit up an old professor. But it was just kind of a like, oh wow, I really haven't been doing much photo stuff. Like I don't have someone that I haven't really developed or had like mentorships outside of the mentors that I had, that I was counting on. So yeah, but I'm gonna just hit up my old professors. So I'm probably gonna text you right after this. Actually, no, tomorrow during reasonable hours, not 7 p.m. But yeah. I like was a little frustrated because I was like, oh, like I finally woke up at 5, was doing so well, and then like the cramps hit. But I think I'm not gonna get frustrated at something that's like natural, you know. But I've been reading this book, The Age of Magical Overthinking. Didn't realize it's the same author, Amanda Montell, as Cultish, which is a book I read at this point, maybe a year or 2 ago, and I loved it. Such a great writer and thinker. Really appreciate her insights. But started it this morning, and it's a really quick, easy read in my opinion. Probably gonna finish it today. And then I'm in another book club. I'm like in 3 or 4 book clubs. Did not realize that the meetup was later this week, so I have to read that book, which will probably be tomorrow's adventure. But yeah. Oh, and so I deleted my Threads account. Just there's a lot of thinking and talking in this, and I'm just really trying to like remove distractions and things that don't serve me. And so I deleted the permanent one, my Threads account, my reading Instagram account that I had started just for fun. I would love to leave TikTok. I really actually would, but I'm contractually bound by Brooks for a year to be posting on there, which already just feels so weird given the time of like just the times to be posting hauls about anything. Like we got our first drop of gear, and I'm just trying to figure out how to post about it because it just feels so disingenuous to be like, the world is burning apart, but look at my cute outfit and you should go buy it. I just can't do it. So I'm trying to figure that out. I have an idea of what I'm probably gonna do, but yeah, obviously didn't go on a run today. Something I was proud of this morning with my routine is I didn't touch my phone. I touched it quickly in the morning to text my mom good morning and text my boyfriend, and then went on my phone at like 9 a.m. because I needed to check if I had money on my card to pay for laundry. And so for basically like 2.5 hours I was not on my phone waking up, and that was so nice. And excited to do that tonight as well. But yeah, I guess just like overall just frustrated, but also like trying not to be frustrated because again, it's my period and it just happens, and I'm like, I just feel so slow and sluggish. But I was able to put out last week's episode of Overexposed today. Yes, it's a day late. And I wanted to work on that application, but again, my brain is just not there. I probably could have done something else that was like a little more mindless. There's a lot of things on the to-do list. I started going through one of my hard drives and deleting pictures off my phone on here because I want to cancel my monthly like $10 Apple storage. I'm like, that's ridiculous, waste of money, and also I don't need 17,000 photos on my phone. That's ridiculous. So of starting that process, but then I was like, oh, this isn't like a good priority. This isn't an urgent thing to work on. But now that I'm saying it, I'm like, you know what, maybe that's actually a good use of my time right now. Like, when I'm physically in the space, just do something that doesn't require much of me, which is why I'm also reading a lot today, because I was like, and yesterday is why I read a lot. Yesterday I was also feeling so sluggish, and it was because of my period. So I think just like reshifting priorities as my body needs them to, and try not to be upset about that. Have not heard from that one grant that I applied to. Based on their Instagram account, it's supposed to find out today, but it doesn't look like they announced anything today, so. But, yeah. I'm just feeling so achy right now. And I hate that you have to buy tampons and pads. I'm like running low, and I just morally hate that I have to buy that. Okay. I'm also trying not to take meds. Oh, what is that stain? I don't know what that is. So in honor of Chinese New Year, I'm not washing my hair. Ramadan Mubarak. Is that the right word? Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Chinese New Year. Lunar New Year. There's something else going on. Something with the Catholic Church. Valentine's weekend. And everything else in the world that's potentially positive. But I'm going to reheat this heating pad. I think make some more tea. I've been drinking red raspberry tea. The next curriculum I'm going to be focusing on is herbs, like herbal remedies, and just like learning about herbs. So I'd read somewhere that helps with cramps. I've just been consuming a lot of tea recently. I drank some chamomile last night, like a blend of different teas for helping sleep. And I didn't make it, but my roommate's mom gifted it to me, and so that was nice. I'm trying to get into more of that. Anyway, I'm now speaking in tangents, but hopefully we have a little more energy tomorrow. And we'll see how that goes. But just a reminder, Johanna, sometimes you gotta listen to your body. And your body needs rest, and it's going through a lot right now. So that's okay. I think that's going to be something that's important for me to try and figure out, is how do you be kind to yourself while also trying to start something and work on something, you know, at like a business. If I was sick, I wouldn't be this frustrated, but it's just what it is. So I anticipate tomorrow will be much better energy and mood. It's always just the first day. Emotions are heightened as well. Self-perception isn't the best. When I'm on my period, a few days before my period, and while I'm on my period, I have a rule where I can't make decisions, like big decisions about big things, but also like about myself, just like thoughts and stuff. Like I don't know what the correct term is, but I can't be like, you suck. Like I especially don't pay attention to those. I give them a space, but I'm like, haha, we know what's going on in the body. We'll reevaluate, and then almost always after it's passed, I'm like, yeah, that was just the chemical hormone stuff. So yeah, anyway, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that mindless clearing of my phone as I read. I think that's a good use of being able to just lay on the sofa and also not use my brain too much, because I just won't be at my best right now to do any application work. It's just so foggy up there. So we will check back in tomorrow. I wish I had thrilling updates, but I don't. It's been another day of supposed to be applying to things, and this week has just not been my week. Yeah, I just can't do it. But I must. Tomorrow was supposed to be my sewing day. Theoretically, I was supposed to be done with a lot of applications by this week, by Friday, but that's not the case, so Tomorrow, gonna attempt to finish this application, the big school one. Also making a decision if I'm gonna be running that marathon. I don't think I will, but I have a long run tomorrow, 18-mile run. We'll see how I feel, but I think I'm gonna just drop it. Still go to Atlanta, but I think I'm gonna drop it. But that being said, I still just want to have a lot of things done. A lot of things are due anyway. And last bits of the month, but yeah, I was chatting earlier with some friends. I was like, I have so much application fatigue, but I'm grateful that that's my fatigue. Not, trying to apply to a job urgently. And I have so many friends in those situations where they're applying, they're just trying to get a job, and I'm applying for grants, residencies, fellowships, schools. So it's not, I'm not trying to diminish it, but it's not as I don't know if life or death is too dramatic, but so I'm grateful that this is overwhelming, and there's probably somebody who'll be like, well, you find that overwhelming? Try applying to a job. Yeah, I'm not doing an Olympics of who's having a harder time. But my reality is that this is hard and tedious. It's so tedious to apply to so many things. And it's why should we give you money? Why should you this? Why should you that? But one of the best benefits of it all is I think I've said it before, but I really am doubling down and really understanding who I am and what I want to work on, fleshing out some ideas. A lot of applications force you to flesh out your ideas really, really deeply. Some really, really cool opportunities I'm finding. So, but yeah, it gets to you. This is the first time since I've begun that it's gotten to me where I'm it's not even rejection. I don't mind rejection, but it's just waking up every day being okay, I have to work on an application. So I think I need to do a better job as well of just integrating other tasks into the daily. And so it's not just applications. I've succeeded 2 or 3 times this week of waking up before 7 a.m. and doing my entirety of my morning routine, and did my entirety of my night routine last night. Wasn't gonna do it tonight, but I will. So that feels good. Today I had book club, another book club. I'm in too many book clubs. None of us even read the book. I think one person did, but we didn't talk about the book. It was in Brooklyn, which I came back later than I wanted to. So, sorry, way past my time. But yeah, today I didn't spend much time doing much of anything. I did hit 5,000 followers on TikTok and 29 followers on YouTube, 29 subscribers on YouTube. I just get to a point where I'm for what? What's the point of that, But yeah, so that's, I guess, a milestone to acknowledge. Don't know if it really has meaning to me right now, but it's a milestone. Yeah, I think I'm just not in a good headspace. So I'm hoping the run tomorrow will be helpful. And we're supposed to be getting another snowstorm, and that's enough. I can't do any more. I've had it. But anyway, we have one more day of the week, and then my weekend is kind of busy. So I like to treat my weekend like a standard weekend. Fit in some work as it makes sense, but it's not during the weekday. Yeah, just kind of feeling down and a little demotivated. A lot of what's the point? What have I done? But it's also, I don't know if I already mentioned this in the video that I recorded earlier, but I am on my period, and this period cycle's been kicking my ass. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have a rule that I don't believe the things that I tell myself or think about myself or make massive judgments about myself or big decisions when I'm on my period and leading up to my period. Because of this. Those hormones, bro. they've been fighting and beating me up. And sometimes you're like, well, how much of it is true? Like, how much of it do I believe? Clearly I believe something of it if it's in my head. And just exacerbated because of the hormones. I don't know. Yeah. We're just feeling a little, so hopefully in a better mood and better things to share tomorrow. But this is just also part of the journey, so it's okay if I don't. You're doing the best that you can. We're gonna forgive ourselves tonight for what we didn't do and wanted to get done. You're more than a to-do list. You are worthy, and you made a great decision of leaving your job, and you know what you want to do, and I'm proud of you. So it's okay to kind of lose sight of that right now, but things will be okay. So I'll check in with you tomorrow. Hello, we're in the kitchen today. Quick update. What a banger of a day. I woke up way later than I wanted to. It was like 11 something because I went to sleep late, but I knocked out 4. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 applications today. Grinded those shits out and delivered photos to a friend and did some life admin. Look at me. And now I'm on my way to go see my man's little show. So shout outs to that. I feel so good. I feel like I can breathe. I have like 2 more that are due by March 1st. I believe 3 more. So the goal is to finish those tomorrow or Sunday by the latest, so that next week I can take a break from applications unless I find something else. I just find some every day, but take a break and just like take some time to do my curriculum work before the month is over, get through all these books that I checked out and do some sewing stuff so that when I'm gone next weekend for a while, like I don't have that kind of waiting for me when I come back. So yeah, that's such a big win for today, and I feel like I caught up from what I wanted to get done this week. So hopefully I keep up that momentum this weekend, and hopefully that snowstorm that they said is coming isn't coming, but I'm already late, so I gotta go. So we'll check in tomorrow, but good job. I'm proud of you today. Hello, doing a quick check-in. Haven't been available the past weekend. Don't really have many updates. Don't really have much to share, honestly. I think right now I'm just in a weird headspace. I don't know what it is or why it is, but just feeling weird. And I don't really know how to articulate that yet, like why. But I think part of it is mainly like I just feel like I haven't done anything. And it's the weekend. So that's really much of it. So, yeah. But kind of grateful because we have that blizzard coming in right now, and that means a lot of plans have already been canceled and or will be canceled this week because I had activities and events almost every evening of the week. And I love a good canceled plan. So maybe I'll feel better when I start. You can literally hear the plows going through the streets right now. When I get back into things, I don't know. I just feel weird. And I'm trying to sit with it and not rationalize it too much. Because I think I do that often. But shout out to this wash and go. It's making me look like I got a haircut. Anyway, yeah, I just feel weird. It's definitely the time I spent on the phone. Yeah, I don't really have much, but looking forward to this upcoming week. I've got a couple more applications due March 1st. I think only I'm down to 4 left. So I'm going to knock those out, and then going to spend the rest of the week on my personal and business related tasks for February. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't worked on. I've just been solely focused on applications and kind of pushed everything onto the wayside. So gonna do a lot of that stuff. And then I'm gonna be out of town. So I'm also just gonna plan what I can do when I'm out of town and what I can do when I'm here. So there's going to be prioritizing a lot of finishing the library books that I checked out. So that's kind of done for the curriculum, and then checking out and getting prepared for the March curriculum start, because it'll be the second round of curriculums. I'm doing one curriculum every 2 months. So this current curriculum has been studying African portraiture, studio portraiture. And that's just a continuation, baseline foundation, knowledge, research part of a project, photo project I'm working on, because the task of each curriculum is that I produce some type of thing for it. So that one's ongoing, but this next curriculum, I think I want to focus on herbs, like herbology and plants and gardening. And I think I have an idea for the project for that, which would be in April. But anyway, all that to say, I need to finish all those library books I'm staring at and return those before I leave. That's how much I'm looking forward to leaving out of town. There's always something about, like, leaving New York that helps me, like, recenter and reprioritize, and you just get distracted here a lot. So yeah, we'll see how this upcoming week comes, but just in a weird headspace right now, and that's okay.